A cancer patient in Missouri named Nolan Susley was searched while bedridden with stage 4 pancreatic cancer because the cops thought he may have had some marijuana. Watch.
Yeah, Ray's yelling at everybody, but this is what when you have stage 4 pancreatic cancer, all my tribe mates. Here they are. I had some capsules that had some THC oil in them. I took them outside on the parking lots.
You know, I can get a whole list of physicians that will tell you that what he's using manages his pain.
These are all the people. This is Tim Roberts.
His weight loss.
This is Tim Roberts, but I am going to get arrested. They already told me I'm going to get arrested.
If we find
every single one of you would be using the same thing.
Here we go, folks. Stage 4.
If we find marijuana, we'll give you a citation. We're not taking you down to the county jail. But we haven't found marijuana, so we're not citing.
Well, I mean, why are you digging in stuff? I told you where I took it.
Because we got a call. You don't.
But
think you don't think we would respond to calls?
But
okay.
Who? So I can call on anybody?
No. Listen. Let's let them look and do their job. And
if you ain't got anything to hide,
then. I want to know why it's a big deal if it is really illegal.
It's illegal.
It's really illegal in Missouri now.
It's THC oil.
Medically in Missouri, it's really legal now. They just haven't finished the paperwork.
Okay, well then it's still.
But
illegal.
I don't have time to wait for that, man. What would you do? Tell me what you'd do.
I'm not in that situation, so I'm not gonna play the what if games.
You've never said you'd do anything to save your life. You'd do anything to save your life.
Marijuana save
if you had 5 kids.
Listen. It's not worth the argument right now. Do your jobs, okay? We're not gonna have the debate. Hush up.
It's the only choice I got to live, man.
I know. You've been straight up with every single physician about the.
I told them all. I've told everyone. I've told people here in this hospital that I'm doing it.
He doesn't take opioids because he takes the THC.
I have to tell the doctors I'm taking it for the other medications. So it's my right to live, man.
That was incredibly hard to watch. From when we're kids, we're kind of, I don't know, indoctrinated with this idea that when you see that uniform, that cop uniform, and when you see that, like the cop car with the sirens and everything, they're like, ooh, they're official, and they're here to uphold law and order, so you gotta, respect it. And it's almost like an honor in a way, like they're doing this super important job, and so when they're going about their business, it's, hey, know your place, sit back, shut the fuck up, let them do whatever they got to do, and then, when it's over type thing. Well, I've never seen a better example than this of like, just because you're wearing a suit and badge, dude, doesn't mean you're doing the right thing. In fact, in this case, this is so insanely, deeply immoral and unjust that it's almost incomprehensible. Like, this is what the cops are doing? This is what you guys are wasting time, money, resources on. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer, which means, honestly, that's you don't have much left to live in that situation. I mean, that's really like almost worst case scenario type thing. And you're searching his stuff because he may have had marijuana or some sort of marijuana-related product. Now, he's claiming it's THC pills. They say that people have called and said they've smelled actual marijuana. Listen, either way, I don't give a fuck what he's taking. I don't give a fuck. Without a doubt, that's helping him from the pain. They just said it. The guy who was with him said, hey, listen, he's taking it because he doesn't want to take opioids. And so this helps him with the pain. The THC pills help him with the pain. I mean, the fact that it even got to this point is just insane. Now, later on in the clip, you didn't see the whole thing. It goes on for about 8 minutes. There's a doctor who comes in, and the doctor's talking to the police officers and like trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and basically says to them, like, do you have a warrant to look through his stuff? And they're like, no, but we're allowed to look through these things. And there's one bag that he wouldn't let them look through. which honestly tells me that he probably does have, whatever, maybe actual marijuana, like smokable marijuana in there. But I don't think anything's wrong with that. But he basically says, like, no, I'm not going to let you search this one bag. And then they're still standing there like they want to search it. Listen, in all seriousness, they do not have the right to search that without his permission. So they do need a warrant. They don't just, no, we were told that maybe you have it, maybe you don't, so we're going to search. No, he needs to okay you searching his property. We still have a constitution in this country. We still have Fourth Amendment rights in this country. Protection from unreasonable search and seizure. So you want to look through it, get a warrant. But if you see, that's the reason why process is so important. Because if they go to a judge, how do you think a judge is going to react when he hears stage 4 pancreatic cancer patient may have marijuana in his bag? Can we please have a fucking warrant to search through his bag? Most judges, even if they're conservative, are going to go, no, you can't. Stop. Go away. Do something else. So, but listen, overall, the main point is this. Legalize, tax, and regulate it at a federal level. We cannot have situations like this anymore. How many hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people, have had their lives ruined because of selling marijuana or having marijuana and getting caught and then it just being locked up and then they can't get a job when they get out? There are some people who are in prison for life for nonviolent drug offenses. Obama was pardoning them at the end of his time in office. There's still people in prison now for nonviolent drug offenses that are serving life. Our system is fundamentally broken. We are jailing more people than the rest of the world. And now you see the insanity, the level of insanity we've reached where somebody with stage 4 pancreatic cancer who's using this for pain is basically looked at like a fucking criminal. No, the real criminals in this instance are the cops. The real criminals are the people who are backing this fundamentally unjust system. Nobody with a fucking brain in their head is going to look at this and go, yeah, I'm with the cops on this one. Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I want the cops to do? Go stop the murders. Go stop, the robberies. Go stop the rapes and the assaults. Go do that. Are you fucking kidding me? You're going after this poor guy with cancer who's using it for pain treatment. Even if he wasn't, by the way. Even if he wasn't using it for pain treatment. I don't know, I just like to have marijuana because it changes my consciousness slightly and I enjoy it. By all means, go right ahead. What the fuck is wrong with that? Not hurting anybody else. And he's making his life better, more enjoyable. The fuck? Unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Shame on these Missouri police officers. I get it. Oh, they're just doing their job, but people called. You know what you do? Somebody calls and says, I smell marijuana. I'm coming from this guy's room. You know what you say? Ma'am, we'd love to help, but we'll call we'll call the doctors and tell them that they smell it and somebody smells it. Maybe they'll do something about it. Maybe they won't. But this isn't a job for law enforcement. They're stage 4 pancreatic cancer patient in that room, and this isn't our place. Say something like that, dude. Say something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. The person who called up is just as big of a fucking asshole as the cops are in this instance. But, use your fucking discretion. Holy shit, use your discretion. I mean, really? That's what you're going to do? Stage 4 pancreatic cancer patient. Searching a bag for marijuana. If the cops were no longer allowed to do this, were no longer allowed to pester people over drugs, their approval rating would shoot through the roof. Because then people would actually view them as like, oh, what do you mean? These are the people who stopped the murders. Great. But now they're viewed as like, the weird, almost like religious morality police in a way. This is the same kind of shit you see in like Iran, where it's like you're going to like enforce a dress code or something. Like that's how stupid this is. It's on that level. So anyway, I hope this guy gets better, and I hope that the cops never do this again, and I hope we legalize, tax, and regulate marijuana at a federal level and never have to deal with garbage like this.